Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this will be for the week of July 1st through the 7th, 2024. So let's dive into it. We're going to pull 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 from the Mystical Manga Tarot. We have the Ace of Wands coming out in reverse as your first card out. So very fascinating because Leo also had an ace in reverse as their first card. I always feel like the elemental signs are so similar week after week, and this does show a feeling of being a little bit stifled, a little bit blocked creatively. A lot of you guys watching are guilty because you have not indulged in one of your hobbies in a while, especially a creative hobby, like maybe if you're a drawer or a painter or you design clothes or make music, you haven't really done that in a while. So we are seeing that energy there. Or if you've started a project, you may find it very hard to finish a project. You may have a lot of half-finished projects all around you in business, in pleasure, even like half-finished books, half-finished paintings, half-finished movies, or fill in the blank, whatever it may be, half-finished business projects that you want to do. We have the Magician in reverse, which kind of confirms that again for me. Sorry, guys. I mean, Magician in reverse shows you have everything that you need to do these things, like the time, the resources, all of that skills, but the will is not there. It seems to be lacking. So some of you guys are finding that like you're just not motivated, or it's like one of those things where once you get started, you finally will start to warm up that motivation again, but you're not motivated to start. So it's a conundrum, okay? So one of two ways that you could fix that is, one, just having discipline to get started and to just do those things until the motivation finds you again. Like, just keep going until that happens. Or two, you can try to seek out motivation, but how would you do that? Like, for example, if you are a musician, you might find motivation by going to local small concerts and hearing other people's stuff, or finding other small musicians on social media and watching their stuff for inspiration and feeling like you want to write songs, or listening to people speak about YouTube and how to grow your YouTube channel if you have a YouTube, or listening to people talk about oil painting and stuff like that. Like, hearing people talk about your passion, your interest, tends to inspire you to want to get back into it. So I recommend doing that. We have the Devil coming out. Oh my gosh, this is like the worst deck to show this card. This is a very like hypersexual devil card. So Sagittarius, some of y'all just might be freaks this week, I don't know. But yeah, the Devil does show feeling a little bit stuck, like, oh, there's nothing I can do in this circumstance. Another thing with the Devil coming out next to the Magician in reverse, some of y'all might have a boss that is just like evil, like someone you're working for that just straight up is like a Nazi, like literally treating people so poorly all around them. And they're the type of person you can tell that are like racist and like probably homophobic and like all that's just sexist, like just really dismissive towards anyone that isn't their demographic. I am picking up an energy of that. Could be a lot of your bosses, but not everyone will have this in your life. It is coming out as a message though. We have the King of Swords. And then we have Daddy energy. To balance things out, universe is a balance, isn't it? And this King of Swords shows somebody who is a really great leader. They're very, very thoughtful, very intelligent, good at conversating, logical mind, and they're like the beautiful expression of masculine energy. And this is somebody who does inspire you, who you can follow, who you can source a lot of inspiration from. So life has a funny way of balancing things out, doesn't it? Center of your spread is the 9 of Pentacles. I love this, guys. Sagittarius, this week seems to be really focused on hobbies, personal interests, and creativity. See, she works hard. She's worked hard to get money, to get, success and all of that. And she has enough like time and resources left over to invest in herself and invest back into her ideas. So she took the money that she earns and she planted this vineyard for herself. And she also invested in her appearance and her other hobbies of caring for birds and all of that. And it actually helps her grow even more. This vineyard, she sells these grapes to be turned into wine, and with that money, she can plant more grapes, invest further into her appearance, blah, blah, blah. And it becomes an abundant cycle of investments, good investments into oneself, into one's business. Okay, so I am seeing good investments may be made this week, but also just a lot of time spent doing the things that you love to do, which is totally amazing. Okay, getting back into your creative brain, being a divine creator, letting that creative flow move through you once more after a creative blockage. We have the 7 of Wands coming out upright, right underneath that Devil card. Okay, protecting yourself. A lot of you guys are self-advocating, okay? Standing up to your boss, asking for the pay that you want, asking for better treatment, taking an issue to HR. Even if you're self-employed, this can show up in other ways. Like there could be somebody very domineering around you, and you are absolutely standing up for yourself or others. If they are being domineering over others, you are speaking up. You're not just going to take it. You're calling them out. And I really admire this about you this week. Yeah, you're not taking it. You are standing up. Sometimes really dirty messages come through in readings, and I'm debating if I should share them with you. But if any of you are in the BDSM world, like bratty sub energy just came through. So if that's your energy, keep it to yourself. Okay. We have the Emperor coming out right underneath that King of Swords daddy energy. So much masculine energy in your reading this week. Yeah, you got really amazing men and masculine people around you, and also you're standing strong in your masculine energy, which I see, which is self-defense, literally, like defending yourself, speaking out, speaking up, and protecting peace, protecting all that is sacred. That is masculine energy. Masculine energy is creating space and structure and just protecting that which is magical. This 9 of Pentacles, just tuning into the birds and music and art and dance and all the things that make life so worth it. Food, that's divine feminine. And the energy that protects that and sustains that is the masculine energy. One needs the other, equally so. And I'm seeing you tuning into the divine masculine within yourself, which is beautiful, and will support you very strongly. But also I'm seeing heavily divine masculine people around you. In particular, this King of Swords, he's standing out to me in your reading, guys. Okay, this is someone who you are really attracted to, for if you're single. Okay, and even if you're in a relationship, still, they exist. This could be your partner. For some of you, it might be someone else. I don't know. But you are really attracted to them. They are, so confident and intelligent. They stand in a position of authority within their own body, in their own life, And it's an inspiration to see what they're doing with their life, with their self. 2 of Pentacles. Another thing that's coming out just intuitively is when you talk to befriend people, some of their energy rubs off on you. And you could use this consciously to your advantage by talking to people who've done a lot more than you have done, especially in the areas of life that you want to do things, because some of their good qualities will rub off on you. But get specific with this, okay? So for example, if you have a business like a tea shop, you sell teas, and it's not really that successful, you're just kind of selling it out of your basement or whatever, and you befriend somebody who owns their own brick and mortar tea shop and a beautiful professional online website, the more you talk to that person, even if you're not talking about tea, even if you're not talking about your shared hobby, the more their energy rubs off on you, and you'll be more likely to do the things that you want to do because you're in association with them. And so it's important to seek out these sort of friendships and create like a network of yourself, or a network of people who you look up to, even if you don't become best friends. That's what networking is all about, connecting with other people in your industry, or if it's not career, like if it's just a hobby, connecting with other people who are very talented, more talented than you at your hobby, your passion. And simply by being connected, introducing yourself and talking, you take on a bit of their energy and become the most inspired by that more than anything else. And I know this sounds really basic coming out of my mouth, but I feel like a big thing just like clicked, like a big epiphany moment just happened there. Even if it seems obvious to you, but some people like are having epiphanies now because you're going to start doing that. Okay. Final card out. 2 cards came out. We have the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Cups in reverse. So we are seeing more success for you. Absolutely. Eyes on you, feeling very, very successful. But then the 4 of Cups in reverse shows the desire for more of this. You know, you have goals, you have dreams, a lot of potential, ideas of yours or skills of yours that have so much potential. And you're just connecting with the right people is what I'm seeing, who see that. Okay, I feel like a lot of you are going to feel guided to make your own businesses if you have not already, or side hustles, things like that. If you already have that for yourself, you're going to grow it a lot by networking, actually, even if there's no collaboration, even if you don't even talk about your shared interest, just by connecting with people who are different than you but doing the same thing. You will be inspired by the things that they do better than you. There's like an exchange of information, an exchange of knowledge, and then you incorporate that into what you're doing. Okay? That it is so important. Same thing with traveling, honestly. Like when you go out and you travel to new places and new cultures, you pick up on certain things that they do better than you do at home, and you may take that information with you and improve things. Like when I went to Los Angeles, for example, I noticed that a lot of people had amazing yards, like amazing shrubbery and greens out front of their house, like amazing front yards compared to where I live, where most of the people here just have like grass and nothing else. Oh, so ugly. And I took a lot of that inspiration back home with me, and I did stuff to my yard because of what I've seen. You know, when you connect with new people or new places, you take on pieces of their energy. So I see you using that wisdom very consciously. So definitely keep up the good work with that. Like literally reach out to people. It doesn't matter. Like message them on email or Instagram, or just introduce yourself, explain why you're connecting. It could lead to a lot of beautiful things for you, okay? So thank you for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.